Okay, so I decided to start a brand new series. Um, this will be teaching you Yeeps logic gates and just a whole bunch of other things about Yeep logic gates. So, I'm just gonna get started. The first one I've decided to show you is the toggle block. Here, before I do the logic gates, let me just something real quick. This will help a lot with this. So, I'm gonna show you how you know what is an input, what's an output. Um, so this is an output. Kind of know because it's sticking out. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. And an input does the opposite, it sticks in. That's how you know. Um, let's get back to the logic gate. So this isn't really a logic gate actually. This is just a toggle gate. It's pretty useful. But essentially what you do is you can toggle it on, it stays on, and you can toggle it off. There's also a little side input that then also toggles off. It does not toggle it on. That's pretty much all there is to that one. This next one is an AND gate. You can tell, oh, this one is an AND gate. You can tell by there being a little triangle shape thing, a little pyramid shape thing. Um, but what this does is it only outputs if both signals are on. If I were to do one, not work. The other one would not work, but if I were to do two, it it would output. That's like how the AND gets into the gate. Okay. It takes this and this. I don't know if I explained that very well, but this is an OR gate. You can tell by it kind of looks like an arrow, like a pyramid with another pyramid at the bottom, kind of carving it out. But it's kind of like the AND gate, but it takes either input. It doesn't matter if you have two on, either input. That's all there is for that one. This one is super duper simple, but could come in handy. Or, yeah, okay. This is called a NOT gate. What it does is it reverses the input. So if there's no input, it would output a signal, uh, a positive signal. But if you were to input a positive signal, it would turn to a negative. That's all that is. I don't know if I'm explaining these good. This one is an XOR gate, right? Yeah, an XOR gate. It stands for exclusive OR. And you can tell here. Let me go a little bit above. Is that a good humor? Um, but you can tell it kind of looks like an OR gate, but it has another line. So it's kind of like an OR gate. It takes either input, but if you input two, it doesn't matter what you input first. It will cancel out this one, the first input. And if I were to input this, the reason it's outputting at the last second is because this one is still on. The signal's still strong on this one. Yeah. This is a little bit more technical, I guess you can say. It's called an SR latch. It's called an SR latch. It stands for set reset latch, or yeah. So the first input that's straight is the inset reset, but you cannot turn off. It's kind of like a toggle block that you cannot turn off the same input, but you can turn it off with the reset function in set reset. That's all there is to it. And the last one, it's not really a logic gate again, toggle block, but it is very useful if you're like making a gambling machine. It's a randomizer. You click the button, randomizes the output. There's two outputs on the sides, one output in the middle. So, oh. Okay. Yep, it randomizes. That's all that one is. So I'm done with the logic gates, but now you may see purple gates. Purple gates. This one is very useful. So what it does is it only allows. Actually, I mean, it is a weight block. I'm not gonna start with that one right now. It is a weight block. So you can see that it's a weight block by it's a weight block has an eye on top, and there's like other versions. So I'll get to that over there. But all it does is it waits 0.1 seconds before outputting. There's a bit of a delay. That's all this one is. There's a bigger version, same symbol on top, but it waits for 1 second. It waited for 1 second before outputting. That's all this one is. Now there's a really big version, the 4x4, I think. Yeah, 4x4. It's way bigger. It's way bigger, but it waits for 10 seconds. So. Okay. Yep, it has a really long, wait. But this is the other version I was talking about of these purple blocks. They look like an eye, but they have like a line. Kind of looks like a plus, but like a split between or this and the top. I don't know how to explain. But it looks like this. It kind of looks like a guy. But instead of waiting, it keeps the signal for an extra 1 second. It extends the signal for 1 second. And this, I will. Here. This will extend the signal for 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. As you saw, that one waited for 10 seconds. Or turning off. That's pretty much all, I think. Look. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Oh yeah. I mean, there is buttons. I guess I'll do these. I won't show you this one, but I won't show you this one completely. But this one, it has a tiny little button. It only inputs when, a yeep touches it. No item can trigger it. But this one, the bigger one, can do it whenever a yeep touches it, and an item. I'm not gonna show. Yeah, oh, actually, yeah, I will show. This one you cannot trigger. Only with this one. Trigger with hand, or an item. That's pretty much for, oh wait, no, there's one more input. There's different sizes, I won't show, but this isn't triggered by bat, but it is triggered if the yeep touches it anywhere on the block. I don't know if you can hear that. Here, let me get a light. So whenever you touch it, it goes on. Doesn't matter where you touch it. Okay. So that's the input. Wires, they just take input and they pass it through the wire, and the wire that's connected to go to the output. There's also hidden wires, which are just wires but in block form. I'm not gonna show you those. They're pretty much just wires, just hidden. Those are all the logic gates and inputs. Pretty much all the important blocks that you'd use. Yeah. I'll see you in the next episode.